Hey YouTube, Dark Magician of Team Sorcerers here, and welcome back to What If Wednesday. And in this week's episode, it's the last one for now that's been requested by Dark Magic Couple 1985, and it is what if Jaden defeated Zane during their first duel. Now Zane, of course, as you know, is like one of two duelists that Jaden never defeated. The other one being Kyberman. But yeah, what if Jaden did beat Zane in their first encounter? Well, probably not much would change, but some things I think would. Well, for a start, it would mean that Kyberman is the only one that Jaden has never beaten. We're not counting Asta, of course, because even though there was that one time Asta did beat Jaden, Jaden then defeated Asta in the following one. Anyway, going back to Zane, well first, like the last 2 or 3 turns of that duel would have to be reverse engineered in a way that Jaden doesn't get gamed by Cyber End Dragon. So it would have to be done where either Jaden survives the attack and Zane takes the damage from Power Bond, wiping out his life points, or if Zane is able to survive somehow and make it so the Power Bomb damage is negated, then Jaden would have to do something on the following turn to win the duel. And maybe Jaden would have a way to be able to follow through with a plan he did have and use Winkaribo level 10, which he did say he would try and go for, but the problem was he'd already normal summoned Bubble Man. So if he was to still do that, then he would need to find another way to get Winkaribo out. So that being the case, we would need the Flute of Summoning Karibo, because a Hero Emerges was already used up. In fact, speaking of, I feel like that Hero Emerges was kind of wasted on Rottweiler, because on the turn Jaden summoned Thunder Giant, he did still have a normal summon that he could do, so he could have instead summoned Rottweiler in defence, and then he and Thunder Giant would still be able to tank the attacks from Cyber Twin Dragon, so that way Jaden would still have a Hero Lives, which he could then use to get out Winkaribo. Of course, again, it would require a lot of luck, but had Jaden kept a hold of it, he would have been able to do the whole Winkaribo level 10 play. But yeah, then again, that's what Jaden probably should have done in the first place. So let's say he is able to follow through with this plan. He gets out Winkaribo level 10, Cyber End Dragon gets wiped out, and Zane loses the duel. Now, I think with this win, it would give Cyrus a bit more confidence and have not so much hesitation with using Power Bond himself. He would be a little bit more confident going into the tag duel with the Paradox Brothers. I still feel like it would have played out the same way, if not a similar way. But yeah, other than that, not much would change. And Crowler wouldn't try and get at Jaden during that meeting about Zane beating Jaden. During that meeting where the warning of the Shadow Riders was happening. You must know what I'm talking about, right? Or what goes on before Jaden's duel with Night Shroud. But yeah. So yeah, Crowler wouldn't do that. Instead he'd make some sort of snide remark where a sliver slacker shouldn't beat an obelisk blue. Don't know how good of a Crowler impression that was, but yeah, there we go. I feel like Zane would still choose Jaden for the graduation match. I feel like he would want a rematch, and Jaden would have a different attitude going into this duel, because obviously before he was trying to focus too much on trying to beat Zane and counter his plays, but Jaden would be more himself. Either that, or maybe he'd be a bit more overconfident. It's hard to say. But then again, I don't know if Jaden would get really overconfident. He doesn't seem that type. But other than that, I don't think much would change regarding that duel. I think it would still end in a draw, and no, I wouldn't end up wishing there'd be a rematch. I think I mentioned it in another video before, but I really wish Jaden and Zane had another rematch where it would be a clash of Neo-Spacians and Elemental Heroes against Cyber Dragons and Cyber Dark, and it would be an epic match on the level of the semi-final duel between Yugi and Kaiba in Battle City. That would have been great to watch. I wish it happened at some point in Season 4 at least. Yeah, I never took into account how Zane would feel about it. But, I mean, I think he'd be shocked that Jaden beat him, but I guess would show a lot more respect. Well, I mean, Zane did seem to respect Jaden anyway at the end of that. But it wouldn't be anywhere along the lines of, "Oh, I can't believe you beat me." That basically he wouldn't have the same attitude as Chaz, that's for sure. But yeah, not really much to say on that one. So that's basically what I feel would happen if Jaden beat Zane in their first encounter. Well, what do you guys think? And yeah, let me know if you think there should have been another rematch between Jaden and Zane. And would you have liked to have seen Elemental Heroes and Neo-Spacians clash against Cyber Dragons and Cyber Dogs? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.